We have signed our agreements with Matthews West for the initial stages of the development on the SOMAS lands. This has been a long-term negotiation. As the community will be aware, we announced that Matthews West was going to be our partner over a year ago, and since then we've been working on the details of the agreement and how we'll move forward with that. One of the things that was most meaningful to me was we actually went as a council to Squamish to view the Matthews West waterfront development that has happened there and the progress of it. And we learned a lot of the stories of how they really came up with some of the community amenities that they ended up moving forward with there. It really was, I mean, aside from being just an incredibly stunning development and park on the waterfront, it really was a community-led initiative. It really was, what does the community want to see here? What are the traditional uses of this area? They built a waterfront space and gathering space that really suited the needs of the community, and that's what they've expressed they'd like to do in Port Alberni as well. So while it's really exciting that we have signed the documents, this is really just the start. The next steps will be public engagement. I mean, there's lots of next steps, but one of them will be public engagement and master planning that will be led by Matthews West. They have really expressed that they'd like the community to be as engaged in that as possible. I know they're already working with Sashot and Hoopachesset, which has been wonderful, that they see the need to do that first. But we really want the community to come out and talk about those spaces and talk about what you'd like to see there. And so please follow along our process and look for opportunities at our website, letsconnectpa.ca. There's a SOMAS tab there, that's our engagement site. And that will be where you can find opportunities as they arise to come out and tell Matthews West and Council what you'd like to see on that site. We had a long-awaited report from our officer in charge, Inspector Bruce, at the RCMP, and unfortunately did get just negative information about the crime rates in Port Alberni. I think it's nothing that was surprising to us. We know the challenges that are going on in the community, and we know the challenges that are faced by our local members at the RCMP in trying to do all that they can to keep things in order. Inspector Bruce today spoke a lot about just the workload on the RCMP and some of the severity of the type of cases that we have here and the complexity of the files. What we do know, and the numbers that weren't highlighted today, but they've been highlighted often in the past, is our RCMP are actually very successful at solving cases. So previously a number that was shown to us was the solve rate per category versus the provincial average of solve rate. And that number, I think, continues to be where a number that I think we can all focus on and just be really proud of. Our RCMP members here are working in challenging circumstances, but they're certainly getting the job done, again, with limited resources and under challenging circumstances. The best place to get kind of ongoing updates on initiatives of the city is our engagement site, which is letsconnectpa.ca. You can also obviously find updates on a variety of items on the city's website, portalberni.ca, and our social media pages as well.